that seems to confuse online shoppers is all the choices in cloth diapers now. There's a million different brands, a ton of different styles. People really get overwhelmed with that. So here I'm going to go through the different styles of cloth diapers, show you how to use them, and maybe show you some of the good things about them and some of the drawbacks. The pre-fold diapers are still used quite a bit. When parents are trying to save money, they'll go with a pre-fold system. Noreen's just going to show you how you would put the pre-fold on the baby so you can actually see. Now most times now we'll use it in a wrap cover, so you have to buy the more expensive wrap style covers with the pre-fold diapers. Downsides to the pre-folds are that you're going to have a lot more leaks. The poop is always going to end up on the covers, and you are going to have quite a bit of bulk. So you can see here that it's really big on the baby, and you can see the bulk compared to the Boobles bottoms, and this has the pad in it already, so we're not hiding any bulk there. So you can really see the difference between those. Now with the pre-fold diapers, you're looking at probably, with the covers, close to the same cost as the Fontour system anyway, so to me it really wouldn't make sense to go with that over the Boobles bottom system.
And this cover, is that a small,
that's a small, yeah.
Cushy cover?
That's a size small.
Which
you can get like the Bummies covers. The Cushies covers are about $8 each. You can get the Bummies covers, and then they have like newborn, small, medium. Those ones are about $12.50 each. So, but keep in mind that at $12.50 each, you'd need at least 6 covers to get you through a day. So the pre-folds, even though it looks like you're saving money, you're actually really not saving any money over the Fontour system. Next up is a contour diaper. Most contours don't have elastic in the legs. This one does. Now a major problem with this and a lot of other diapers is that they have the pads sewn onto them. The issue, of course, with that is you can't just clean it off the pad. Now it's on the whole diaper. You can't just throw the pad in the toilet or the wet pail. You have to put the whole thing in. So it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It also makes it harder to put it onto the baby, because if you don't have that exactly where it needs to be, it'll bugger up how it goes on. Now these ones, they say that you don't need any pins. Contours, you do need pins. You'll need pins or snappies. You need a fastener on them, but they'll tell you you don't need pins because the generous wings, and then they would tell you to put a wrap style cover over top.
We found this diaper hard to work with on a squirming, moving baby. Like, this baby cooperates with me very well here.
And by hard, she means next to impossible.
Yeah, it was very difficult working with it on an actual baby.
And then again, you're going to have a lot of bulk on your little newborn. So your newborn's going to be pretty much all diaper. And the problem with the bulk, obviously, is it's less comfortable for the baby. Their legs are being held far apart, and then it's going to make a difference in how their clothes are fitting. So you're going to have to buy bigger clothes that aren't going to fit the rest of their bodies just to fit around the diaper. Next up is the Fontour, which is the Boobles bottom. The reason for the name Fontour diaper, it's a cross between a fitted and a contour, hence Fontour. Now the difference with the Boobles bottom, of course, than the Contour, is that it is a one-size-fits-all, and that it has the Velcro closures, so you don't need any pins or snappies or fasteners or anything. And there's no elastic in the Fontour, just to keep it less bulky. As you can see here, that's not a lot of bulk. Less bulky, more comfortable for the baby, and also the elastic. If you look at some of the warranties, the fine print on other manufacturers' diapers, they cover their elastic for like 60 days or 90 days. If you have a diaper designed around the elastic and the elastic goes, it's going to be pretty much useless to you. It's not going to fit at all how it should. So it's just one less thing that can go wrong in the Boobles bottoms. And the Boobles bottoms are covered for 3 years. You can check out the warranties on our website. The diapers, pads, and wipes are covered for 3 years. Okay, so if anything goes wrong with these, if Velcro comes off, thread frays, and it starts coming apart, you just have to take a picture, send it to us, and we'll send you out a new diaper. It's really pretty simple. That's how confident we are in how these are made. Next up, you're going to have a fitted diaper. This is a cushy diaper. So cushy diapers are sold Sears. Some of the Babies R Us sells them, and I think some Bay locations sell them. The cushies are going to be like, they're really, the absorbency is really bad in them because they use like a felt, like a polyester in the middle. So they'll be flannelette on the outside, polyester in the middle. This is the size small, by the way.
This is the newborn
Yeah.
size, yes.
So it's going to be a lot of diaper for your baby, especially if, you know, some newborns are smaller than what these dolls are. So the cushies we really wouldn't recommend. They're not absorbent. They are going to fit big. They're not a great buy, and I haven't heard too many good things about them. Next up, I have what's called a snug to fit. So this is a one size fits all fitted, and I wish you could actually reach through and feel how thick this thing is. On your newborn, this is going to be extremely bulky. So Noreen's going to put that on. And again, you have the attached pad, which is going to make it tough for messes. So she's just going to put this on our little newborn here. And you'll be able to see right away that it is going to be a lot of bulk. We had a lady buy the Boobles bottoms that was using these, and her daughter was already 18 months. And she switched to some Boobles bottoms because she found that with the many layers, they're too absorbent, so it makes potty training harder. And still on an 18-month-old, that this is just too much bulk. So you really want to watch for that. This is another one. This one's called the Kitalog. I put this in the lineup because they're priced pretty attractively. But the issue with this, okay, they call this a one size fits all. So I'll just, okay, this one size, so that's the biggest rise on it. It's going to size the same as how ours sizes, where you flip it down. It gives you a nice newborn size, but it's got this huge pad attached. So again, you're going to have a lot of bulk on your newborn.
And we just got to say that this style with the attached pad, because when using it on an actual baby,
it just makes it harder.
Difficult cleanup.
Yeah. It makes it harder to clean up, and it's more difficult to get the diaper on the baby, because if it's not positioned exactly right, then it's gonna, you have to sort of reposition how the pad's going in because it pulls on the Velcro. There's that one. Again, we have another cushy. Now, a lot of parents are going for the all-in-one style because you don't need to put a cover on. So far, everything we've showed you, you'll have to put a cover on. Whether it's a pull-on or a wrap, doesn't matter, it needs a cover. Now, the all-in-one is not going to need a cover. This is the cushy, so again, you would find these Sears, the Bay, sometimes Babies R Us. This is hugely bulky. With bulk, you need to also remember drying time. Like this snug to fit diaper, this cushy all-in-one, you're looking at least an hour and a half in the dryer. So that's going to make a big difference on your utility costs, and also it's a pain. If you've run out of diapers and you need more diapers, you need them to dry quick.
And these, for drying, they even recommend you cannot use
low heat. That's
so
the other
that
thing.
made it even more, you know,
with all-in-ones, they do
drying.
recommend low heat. So this is really, really bulky.
I don't think we'll put it on
No.
a newborn.
The other issue you're going to have with this, now with the all-in-ones, is that it just goes on the baby like this. If you have your baby in the diaper and not with a cover or pants on, right? It's summertime, it's hot, your baby's at the stage where they're walking. Believe me, it'll happen. You're not going to feel like putting their pants on. Your baby can really easily reach down and do that and just pull their own diaper off. So that cover, the pull-on cover, really acts as a way of protecting from your baby getting their own diaper off and making what could be a really horrible mess. Now another style, so this is a pocket diaper, okay? So again, it's an all-in-one. It doesn't need a cover. A pocket diaper, what they mean by that is that there's this pocket and you're going to stuff a microfiber pad into it. You can never just put the pad on here because you cannot have the microfiber next to your baby's skin. And it'll say that on all of their instructions. So you have to stuff the pad in. Now this one has snaps. So snaps are going to take care of, again, one size fits all. So you snap down the front. Now snaps are going to take care of the problem of easily being able to reach down, but the snaps also are going to make it more difficult to put onto a moving baby. And then also it's one more thing to sort of go wrong. Snaps in the warranties are usually Like I know on Fuzzy Buns and that, I think they're covered for like 3 months maximum. So snap falls off after 3 months, it's kind of too bad.
And it's people, one thing about diapers is they are washed a lot.
Oh, yeah.
They have to be made to stand up for a long time.
So that's going to be your bulk. You can see it's going to be really, really bulky. So that's really one of the things you have to watch for with a one-size-fits-all diaper. The other downside, and this is going to sound kind of crazy, to the pocket diapers, because they use fleece, and the fleece wicks the moisture, and then the microfiber pad inside is super absorbent. These guys are almost as absorbent as a disposable diaper. They're not going to feel the wetness nearly as much in something like this that's flannelette. I've had parents saying, you know, well, I'm using cloth diapers and I can't get my 2-year-old or I can't get my 2.5-year-old trained. What's going on? First question I always ask is, what diapers are you using? Usually it's this style where it's a pocket diaper where you've got the fleece that wicks and then the microfiber inside. So you want them to feel wet. Believe me, this is going to contain the wetness. Your baby's not going to be uncomfortable for the first year. After that, they're going to start to feel some discomfort. Last up, I've got the Bum Genius. Bum Genius you're going to find on pretty much all the cloth diaper sites. They are pretty expensive. All of these styles are going to be pretty expensive. Like you're looking $20, $25, $30 a diaper. Now remember, you need 36 of them. And don't forget your tax on there.
And the sad thing is with these is what happens to the cover when it's being washed many times.
Yeah, you're right. The covers, because it's a coating, so it's a polyester with a coating, what happens is the coating wears, and then this becomes less waterproof, and then you've got the super absorbent pad, so what you'll find with babies that wear these is their bum on their clothes always feels kind of damp because the moisture is wicking through that. Also, with this style, basically anything that's not kind of like 100% cotton and has a cover built in, there's going to be a lot more restrictions on the washing. This is where you're going to get complicated washing instructions where they give you, again, it shows on our website under the warranties, they give you a huge list of you can't have detergents with this, and the other thing, and it's like, how am I going to find a detergent? Then you need to go to a cloth diaper specific detergent that's going to cost you more money. So these really are kind of a hassle. Again, you're going to stuff the pad in. The pad comes long, so you're going to snap the pad down. And I'll have Noreen. You can see that the pad...
I don't think the dads would enjoy stuffing that pad.
No.
The dad would much rather just be able to just lay the pad in there and be done with it.
It's much simpler. And then also when there's poop, you got to get this out, right? So it can make...
Do you want baby to put that on?
Yeah, because this one is extremely bulky. And the other issue with this guy here is I've noticed a lot of times on the websites, in the pictures, they'll show an extra size that the diaper actually doesn't have. So they're showing it as having an extra row of snaps in it that in reality it doesn't have.
And this diaper as well has the microfiber inside, and I just like to remind people that microfiber is the most wonderful thing for cleaning and doing, you know, chemical-free cleaning in your home, but to put it next to your baby's skin is terrible because microfiber is made out of a very fine plastic.
And then again, trying to breastfeed the doll. Again, with these, they're super cute, but you cannot have them without pants over top, okay? Because and we'll show you a picture in here. It's going to be really easy for your baby to reach down, by 8 months, 9 months?
It depends on the baby.
They're going to figure out that they can reach down and, oh, there goes the diaper. So really just kind of go with a common sense approach to the cloth diapering. You don't need to spend, you know, $800 or $1,500 on diapers. Just sort of pick something that you think is going to be easy to use and that's going to fit into your budget.